Meghan and Harry's children spend time Thanksgiving with this family member. The Sussexes live in California. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have an idyllic life in California and are no doubt feeling thankful for it today. Prince Harry has been celebrating Thanksgiving every year since meeting his now wife, Meghan. And their young children, Archie and Lilibet, have their own traditions in place each holiday. This is because ever since Archie was a baby, the couple have spent the holiday with Meghan's mum, Doria Ragland. When Archie was 6 months, the family, who was still working royal at the time, enjoyed a low-key celebration with Doria in Canada. The following year, the family celebrated the US holiday with Doria again. But this time in America, which marked the first year that they were living there after relocating. At the time, they were planning to enjoy a home-cooked meal with traditional Thanksgiving dishes, including recipes made with fresh vegetables from their garden. The year 2021 saw Meghan and Harry celebrate Thanksgiving for the first time as a family of 4, having welcomed Lilibet in June. Discussing her favorite thing to do during Thanksgiving last year, Meghan told Ellen DeGeneres, "I love to cook, we'll be home and just relax and sort of settle in." Doria is no doubt going to be spending Thanksgiving with the family again this year, and lives nearby to the family. The Duchess also previously spoke of her own Thanksgiving traditions from her childhood on the TIG. She wrote, "Despite the contrast of my two worlds growing up, there was a powerful commonality. Both my parents came from little. So they made a choice to give a lot, buying turkeys for homeless shelters at Thanksgiving, delivering meals to patients in hospice care, donating any spare change in their pocket to those asking for it, and performing quiet acts of grace, be it a hug, a smile, or a pat on the back to show one's in need that they would be all right." The couple posed alongside Amanda Gorman. Meghan and her husband Prince Harry have appeared in a new photo and it's sparked quite the response on social media. The snapshot shows Amanda Gorman stood in between the couple, with the trio all beaming for the camera. American poet Amanda shared the candid snapshot on her Instagram ahead of her appearance on Meghan's podcast. She wrote, "Beyond thrilled to have had the honor of speaking with the Duchess on her podcast, Archetypes, where I spoke on the power that women possess as changemakers. Thank you so much for having me." Amanda's followers were quick to respond to the post, which a number sharing their excitement at hearing the podcast episode. A majority, meanwhile, sweetly told Amanda that the honor was Harry and Meghan's. "I imagine the Duchess was beyond thrilled to have the honor of speaking with you. You're an exceptional poet," one remarked. A second shared, "And what an honor for the Duchess, too. Your light, art and wisdom are balm for so many." And a third echoed, "Personally I think the Duchess is the lucky one." Former National Youth Poet Laureate Amanda was a surprise guest at the close of Meghan's latest Archetypes podcast episode, which hit Spotify. Meghan welcomed actress and activist Michaela J. Rodriguez and Sex and the City author Candice Bushnell for a conversation titled Beyond the Archetype, Human Being, to discuss sexuality, identity and femininity. Meghan later introduced Amanda and the powerful poem she wrote. "There is a movement brewing. We're the storm, the very form of change. The way forward isn't a road we take but a road we make," Amanda said. "Forged forth by a future that is female. We will not fail, we will not sway, for where there's will, there's woman, and where there's woman, there is forever a way." In response, Meghan exclaimed, "It's so good. I mean, did you guys hear that? And where there's women, there is forever a way. Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you, Ms. Amanda Gorman." Meghan went back to school for her latest podcast. The Duchess of Sussex returned to Immaculate Heart, the Los Angeles school where she attended from ages 12 to 17. "Okay, ready team? This is all very nice and new. Isn't it a pretty campus?" Meghan said in the beginning of the show. "Oh, my gosh. How funny. My locker was right over here," she continued, though she wasn't sure of the exact one. "I was somewhere smack in the middle. I don't remember because these are your lockers when you're in high school and the middle school lockers were up there." Meghan said, "You've heard me talk about Immaculate Heart on the series before and the influence it's had on my life. And look, I was there from ages, about 12 to 17, which are really formative years in your life. They certainly were for me. And let me just say, being back there, the energy, it was palpable. I was happy to be back there, and it was also really fun. especially when I made a surprise visit and I popped into some of the young ladies in volleyball practice. Meghan was surprised to learn that the women had only heard the word bimbo, which she previously discussed in an episode with Paris Hilton, on TikTok. "I mean, talk about aging myself," Meghan said. "But this idea of the bimbo, the dumb blonde, this was something I grew up seeing all the time, and here you go, they hadn't." Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.